Hi, welcome back to Beef Reacts, and today, we're going to be watching RWBY chapters 9, 10, and 11, and 12. Bit of a long one, bit of a hike here, I think. So, lot to say. Last, chapter 8 was just phenomenal. It just sucked you in. There was 2 combo attacks, and, like, just insane. I don't have notes today, but if you guys don't mind, before we get started, just like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me out, really gets me where I'm going here. And, you know, thank you guys so much that have already done those things. Like, yeah, I can't express enough gratitude. And, yeah, so let's just jump into it and, watch some more RWBY. I just noticed that they reused some of the assets from the trailers in this, which is honestly a smart play. Like, look, making a show is hard, and, like, if you can reuse something, reuse it, especially if you have a low budget. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Because you can still have those scenes, like, repurpose and, like, redo things, and that's kind of what editing reels do. I'm not saying that's what this is, but, like, you take things you've already made, and you try to edit a new story out of previous shots that you've just done. So, yeah, kudos. I'd be interested to learn more about the insignias on each one of the main casts, like, because you see, like, the little rows, you see, like, a lot of, like, those, like, little things as their names, not names pop up, but, like, insignias, I guess. Obviously, I'm sure I'll learn about it later, but I would be interested in seeing more about that.
Now that you're awake, we can officially begin our first order of business. Excuse?
She's an anime protagonist. That is some anime protagonist bullshit. And, like, you know, I may have my feelings towards Weiss, but no one deserves that. No one deserves to be woken up with a fucking whistle in their ear. That's not cool, RWBY. I don't care if you're training. That's not cool.
Now that you're awake, we can officially begin our first order of business. Excuse me? Decorating!
What? We still have to unpack. And clean.
Did she have a bottle of Colgate? Was that Colgate in there?
Business. Excuse me? Decorating!
Okay, dust for dummies. That's cool. Hey, it's a callback. Weiss gave that to her. I wonder if she's gonna start incorporating dust into, like, some of her attacks. Maybe she already does and I don't know. But that'd be cool if Yang did do that. She has candles, a little baggie, brushes.
We still have to unpack.
Pillow, some red stuff, Colgate, so they did do Colgate, cool. Toothbrush, and a book. She really packs light.
And clean.
Queen.
And their fearless leader, RWBY, have begun their first mission.
So this has already gone to her head. I'm fine with that, but, like, it's already gone to her head. Respect for it, though.
Bonsai! Bonsai!
why? Why do that? I get it, but ninjas of love?
This isn't going to work.
It is a bit cramped.
Maybe we should ditch some of our stuff.
Or we could ditch the beds and replace them with bunk beds. That sounds incredibly dangerous.
No, that sounds like a genius idea. Bunk beds are always dope. There's never been a time when bunk beds were not the dope and correct answer. I did want to bring something up. You guys asked if I could figure out the theme for each team. I don't know Cardinals yet, but considering each one of these girls is based off of a Grimm fairy tale, or if not a Grimm's fairy tale, at least a Germanic fairy tale, I think that's what the theme is, that they're all Germanic fairy tales.
Maybe we should ditch some of our stuff.
Or we could ditch the beds and replace them with bunk beds. That sounds incredibly dangerous. And super awesome.
It does seem efficient.
Well, we should put it to a vote. I think we just did.
I think it's because Weiss knows she's not getting top bunk. Only the cool people get top bunk and prissy bitches don't. Actually, you know what? She seems like the type who likes bottom bunk, and I don't mean that badly.
And super awesome.
It does seem efficient.
Well, we should put it to a vote. I think we just did. Objective complete.
Do they know how to make bunk bed?
All right. Our second order of business is
That's not gonna work.
classes. Now, we have a few classes together today. At 9, we've got to be...
What? Did you say 9 o'clock?
It's 8:55, you dunce.
Been there.
To class.
Class?
We're gonna be late!
Monsters, demons, prowlers.
You have a Deathstalker, a Beowulf. Really? An Ursa, a Boom. I can't read that. Damn it. And the other one's a Narrow More? Well, if the one's called a Beowulf, I wonder if they're all kind of based off of, like, the monsters' names are based off of fairy tales. I can't talk. Fairy tales as well.
Of the night. Yes, the creatures of Grimm have many names.
Let me go back like 5. There we go.
Monsters, demons, prowlers of the night. Yes, the creatures of Grimm have many names, but I merely refer to them as prey. Ha ha! Ha ha!
Absolute king. Also, he's the mustache guy with no face, or no mouth at least. And those characters are always badasses.
Yes, the creatures of Grimm have many names, but I merely refer to them as prey. Ha ha! Ha ha! And you shall too upon graduating from this prestigious academy. Now, as I was saying, Vale, as well as the other 3 kingdoms, are safe havens in an otherwise treacherous world. Our planet is absolutely teeming with creatures that would love nothing more than to tear you to pieces. And that's where we come in. Huntsmen, huntresses. Individuals who have sworn to protect those who cannot protect themselves. From what you ask? Why, the very world.
Hey, yeah.
That is what you are training to become.
He was animated for a gag and solely a gag. I love it. Also, it's interesting that they're called huntsmen and huntresses when Red Riding Hood in her fairy tale is saved by the huntsman from the wolf, so her becoming the huntsman's kind of an interesting take from Red Riding Hood, where she is becoming her own savior, at least from a like analytical and like reading into it kind of perspective. And even if that wasn't the intention of Monty, like, it works well because it makes sense.
What, you ask? Why, the very world.
Hey, yeah.
That is what you are training to become. But first, a story. A tale of a young, handsome man. Me.
King!
When I was a boy. Despite smelling of cabbages, my grandfather was a wise man. Peter, he told me. In the end, the Beowulf was no match for my sheer tenacity, and I returned to my village with the beast in captivity and my head held high, celebrated as a hero. The moral of this story? A true huntsman must be honorable. A true huntsman must be dependable. A true huntsman must be strategic, well-educated, and wise. So, who among you believes themselves to be the embodiment of these traits?
I do, sir.
Well then, let's find out. Step forward and...
Prissy bitch is prissy bitch, but you know what? I can understand being in this situation and seeing somebody who you view yourself or deem yourself as better than, and they're not really paying attention or doing anything, and they're just kind of I shouldn't say naturally gifted, but it's like you've had to work hard. That's always a hard situation to see, and like these characters as they grow, it's gonna be fascinating.
You believes themselves to be the embodiment of these traits.
I do, sir.
Well then, let's find out. Step forward and face your opponent.
No one noticed this earlier?
Go Weiss! Fight well! Yeah, represent Team RWBY!
They got flags made? How long have they been here? They got fucking flags made, dude? That's...
Go Weiss!
Wait.
Fight what?
Look, they got a flag made. I want one.
Oh, yeah, represent Team RWBY! Ruby, I'm trying to focus. Oh, sorry.
Everyone
All
else
right.
said shit.
Let the match
Bitch.
begin.
Oh, it's an axe musket.
Haha! Wasn't expecting that, were you?
Hang in there, Weiss!
Bold as you approach. I like it.
Come on, Weiss, show it who's boss!
I'm sorry. As someone who's done sports, like I used to wrestle, not that I was great at it or anything, but if there's one thing that pissed me off, it was people talking while I'm trying to do something. It is the most frustrating thing in the world. Like, just let me fucking concentrate, bitch. So I get it. It's a tough situation.
Bold as you approach. I like it.
Come on, Weiss, show it who's boss!
Shut the fuck up, Ruby. Not the time. Oh, she's fucked.
Ho, now what will you do without your weapon?
Use your aura, bitch! Aura!
Weiss, go for its belly! There's no armor underneath! Stop telling me what to do!
Bravo!
Nothing against the animation, because that's like a really cool attack, but like, would that work? Because well, it's kind of funny because we can see the horns going into the ground here, but like it is what it is. But like, wouldn't the horns make it difficult to roll? Like, it's still a cool attack. I'm just curious. God, that's so sick though. The way she uses.
Bravo!
The way she uses dust incorporated with her attacks is just so cool.
It appears we are indeed in the presence of a true huntress in training. I'm afraid that's all the time we have for today. Be sure to cover the assigned readings, and stay vigilant. Class dismissed.
Sheesh, what's with her?
If you're only going to speak once this entire episode and it's to say... Yeah, I'm not going to... You know what? For you guys, I'm not going to be as harsh on John as much as I normally am. Because I feel like I gave off the impression that I just... Because I read through the comments a lot. I feel like I gave off the impression that I hate Weiss and I hate John. No, it's that, like, their characters are written to be a specific kind of way. And it's like, she's written to be a prissy bitch right now. So, like, her character arc's going to be really interesting to watch. John is written to be a comic relief character that is annoying. And, like, obviously he shouldn't be there. Obviously he's this fish out of water. And it's going to be interesting to watch him come into his own as a leader. It's just kind of like, I'm just a hater sometimes. And sometimes it's just fun to hate on characters episode to episode for what they do or what they say.
Sheesh, what's with her?
Fuck you, John.
Weiss! What? What's wrong with you? Why are you being... What's wrong with me? What's wrong with you? You're supposed to be a leader, and all you've been so far is a nuisance. What did I do? That's just it! You've done nothing to earn your position. Back in the forest, you acted like a child, and you've only continued to do so.
Weiss, where is this coming from? What happened to all the talk about working together? I thought you believed in acting as a team.
Not a team led by you. I've studied and trained, and quite frankly, I deserve better. Ozpin made a mistake.
First off, don't you ever say that. Don't you ever say that the headmaster Ozpin made a mistake. That man has not shown any of his power. I promise you, when he does, I will pog, I will champ, and I will get so fucking excited. Secondly, she's kind of right in this situation, but I don't think it was in this episode that she had that speech about teamwork or working together, unless I missed it, but I don't remember that at the beginning. I remember her being pissed from the beginning. It's beginning too much there. I remember her being pissed from the start of waking up today because she was woken up by RWBY, who's trying to do team building stuff, and she doesn't really want to be a part of it because she just doesn't feel like it's earned or deserved, which I can understand.
I've studied and trained, and quite frankly, I deserve better. Ozpin made a mistake.
Now that didn't seem to go very well.
Is she right? Did you make a mistake?
That remains to be seen.
King.
Professor Port!
Ah, Miss Shani! And to what do I owe this fine pleasure?
I enjoyed your lecture.
Of course you did, child. You have the blood of a true huntress in you.
You really think so?
Most surely. Something's troubling you.
Yes, sir.
Dear girl, confess to me your strife.
Well, I think I should have been the leader of Team RWBY.
Then what would it be called? Could you imagine if he just comes out and he's just like, nah, we chose leaders strictly based off coming up with cool acronyms. Has nothing to do with your ability. Would it be called WIBE? Like it... Weiss, it wouldn't work. Sorry. That it is what it is. Alright, guys, I'm sorry. I'm making jokes.
Yes, sir.
Dear girl, confess to me your strife.
Well, I think I should have been the leader of Team RWBY.
That's preposterous.
What
I mean, it's only been one day. RWBY, I've made more mistakes than any man, woman, and child on this planet. But at this moment, I would not consider your appointment to leader to be one of them. Do you?
Excuse me?
I've believed in Professor Ozpin for many years, and the man's never once led me astray.
So you would just blindly accept his decision even after seeing how exceptional I am?
With all due respect, your exceptional skill on the battlefield is matched only by your poor attitude.
How dare you?
My point exactly.
First off, Professor here is completely correct. Secondly, that's the type of loyalty you want from, like, the boys or your friends to say, nah, my boy don't miss. If he made a decision, I know he don't miss. So, like, it is what it is.
Exceptional I am?
With all due respect, your exceptional skill on the battlefield is matched only by your poor attitude.
How dare you?
My point exactly. I see a girl before me who has spent her entire life getting exactly what she wanted.
That's not even remotely true. Well, not entirely true.
Being a team leader isn't just a title you carry into battle, but a badge you wear constantly. If you are not always performing at your absolute best, then what reason do you give others to follow you?
So the outcome did not fall in your favor. Do you really believe that acting in such a manner would cause those in power to reconsider their decision? So instead of fretting about what you don't have, savor what you do. Hone your skills, perfect every technique, and be not the best leader, but the best person you can be.
Let's hear that one more time for those in the back. I just want to hear it once more because it's such a good lesson. It's such a good story, and it's such a good theme to have for this episode that it's not about what you don't have. It's about what you can be and seeing your own potential and your own growth. And like, that is such a wise thing to even hear at any age.
Performing at your absolute best, then what reason do you give others to follow you?
So the outcome did not fall in your favor. Do you really believe that acting in such a manner would cause those in power to reconsider their decision? So instead of fretting about what you don't have, savor what you do. Hone your skills, perfect every technique, and be not the best leader, but the best person you can be.
You've been burdened with a daunting responsibility, Ruby. I advise you take some time to think about how you will uphold it.
Did she get top bunk?
I was studying and then I fell asleep. I'm sorry.
How do you take your coffee?
I don't.
Answer the question.
Cream and 5 sugars.
Don't move.
Mine's extra cream, extra sugar. So, queen.
How do you take your coffee?
I don't.
Answer the question.
Cream and 5 sugars.
Don't move. Here.
Thanks, Weiss.
Ruby, I think you have what it takes to be a good leader. Just know that I am going to be the best teammate you will ever have. Good luck studying. That's wrong, by the way. Hey, Ruby?
Uh-huh.
I always wanted bunk beds as a kid.
Okay, so good news is Weiss didn't get top bunk. That is the only thing that really mattered to me this episode. Secondly, in terms of character arc, because it's a 12-minute episode, things have to be tied up much quicker, and I completely understand that. It just kind of sucks that it has to be, like, this quick when we could have seen, not a little bit more conflict, but, like, we could have had it extend to the next episode and, like, have these words ring out rather than immediately have it solved for us. But that's, that's a minor nitpick. That's not even, like, anything major. That's just kind of saying, like, this would have been nice. So, that was chapter 9, maybe 10. I'm not exactly sure. Guys, I'm a man of the sea. I really should be watching on Rooster Teeth, but I figured out how to do it with what I'm currently using. Right now, we're just going to jump into the next episode, so I'll see you guys in less than 3 seconds. Alright, and we're back with the next episode called Jaundice. Juanidis, which is with that name, I'm just gonna assume that this episode's about John, and it's gonna be a doozy for me. Let's. Oops. Let's get that over there.
This is the part where you lose.
You gotta give him credit for trying at least, you know. I may call him a lot of names, I may say a lot of things about John, but he doesn't give up, and we gotta give him credit for that.
This is the part where you lose.
Over my dead.
Okay, that's a cheap shot, dude. Come on.
CARDEN, that's enough. Students, as you can see, Mr. Ark's aura has now dropped into the red. In a tournament-style duel, this would indicate that John is no longer fit for battle and that the official may call the match. Mr. Ark, it's been weeks now. Please try to refer to your scroll during combat. Gauging your aura will help you to decide when it is appropriate to attack or when it is better to move to a more defensive strategy.
Something tells me that Joan, if he's based off of Joan of Arc, that he's going to have himself an incredible inner strength that we're going to see come out later.
Try to refer to your scroll during combat. Gauging your aura will help you to decide when it is appropriate to attack or when it is better to move to a more defensive strategy. We wouldn't want you to be gobbled up by a Beowulf, now would we?
Speak for yourself.
Remember, everyone,
I change everything. I said, fuck that guy. I don't know who he is. Fuck that guy. You don't talk about John that way. I get to talk about John that way, but you don't get to talk about him that way.
Idol Festival is only a few months away. It won't be long before students from the other kingdoms start arriving in Vale, so keep practicing. Those who choose to compete in the combat tournament will be representing all of Vale.
Ooh.
So, there we were.
My girl Nora.
In the middle of the night.
It was day.
We were surrounded by Ursai.
They were Beowulfs.
Dozens of them!
2 of them.
But they were no match. And in the end, Ren and I took them down and made a boatload of Lien selling Ursa's skin rugs.
She's been having this recurring dream for nearly a month now.
John?
I love Ren and Nora. Their dynamic is the titular extrovert with introvert, and I love how this show does a lot of very weird anime-esque tropes without really having to do weird anime-esque tropes. It's like kind of fun. It's like really fun to watch.
I took them down and made a boatload of Lien selling Ursa's skin rugs.
Queen!
She's been having this recurring dream for nearly a month now.
John, are you okay?
Huh?
No, I'm not okay, bitch.
Why?
It's just that you seem a little not okay.
Guys, I'm fine. Seriously.
Wait a minute, is he eating Donald-shaped chicken nuggets?
It's just that you seem a little not okay.
She's eating cookies, apple. He's got mashed potatoes and dino nuggies. What a king.
Guys, I'm fine. Seriously. Look.
Jean, Carden has been picking on you since the first week of school.
Who? CARDEN Winchester? Ah, he just likes to mess around, you know? Practical jokes.
He's a bully.
Okay, well, guys, to be fair, John, you're kind of easy to pick on. Just a little bit. No offense, but I get it.
Been picking on you since the first week of school.
Who? CARDEN Winchester? Ah, he just likes to mess around, you know? Practical jokes.
He's a bully.
Oh, please. Name one time he's bullied me. come on!
Each of you will be assigned one rocket-propelled locker to store your weapons and extra armor. Additionally, your locker can be sent to a custom location based on a 6-digit code.
What? No, wait, get me out of here. Please, don't. No, come on!
Fuck that guy. Fuck you, Carden Winchester. Fuck you.
I didn't land far from the school.
Jean, you know if you ever need help, you can just ask.
Oh! We'll break his legs!
Love her!
Really, it's fine. Besides, it's not like he's only a jerk to me. He's a jerk to everyone.
That doesn't make it better.
Ow, that hurts!
Please stop.
I told you it was real.
What a freak.
Atrocious.
Alright, listen, I'm all for memes, alright? I'm all for the bully furry memes, alright? I get it. It's not my thing. It's never been my thing. I don't think you should ever actually bully or pick on people, and that just pisses me off. Like, I would beat the fuck out of this person.
I told you it was real.
What a freak.
Shut the fuck up, Carden.
Atrocious. I can't stand people like him.
Then do something!
You're not the only one.
It must be hard to be a faunus.
Stand up for people. What the fuck? You just watched that happen.
Yes, prior to the fauna.
You're complicit when you don't say anything. You are nothing but the bystander. And it's like, I can't stand people like that. Okay. Well, then do something. Like, settle the problem. It's like, oh, they should stand up for themselves. Some people genuinely... Not that they can't, but, like, they don't feel like they should stand up for themselves because they are nice. Well, then, if they're nice and they don't want to stand up for themselves, it's your job to come in and do the right thing. Like, what the fuck? Y'all just let that girl get bullied and said nothing about it.
Yes, prior to the Faunus Rights Revolution, more popularly known as the Faunus War, humankind was quite adamant about centralizing Faunus population in menagerie. Now, while this must feel like ancient history to many of you, it is imperative to remember that these are relatively recent events. Why, the repercussions of the uprising can still be seen to this day. Now, have any among you been subjugated?
I love how they're just doing super speed by moving him quickly, like with keyframes and stuff like that, but they're not moving his legs. It doesn't matter because they're using the coffee as this motif to give him like that super speed, which is always good. It's just the animation of it is just very interesting.
Relatively recent events. Why, the
like you can watch him not move.
repercussions of the uprising can
See,
still
like, watch.
be seen to this
He's
day.
gonna move over there.
Now, have any among you been
No feet
subjugated
move.
or discriminated because of your faunus heritage? Dreadful, simply dreadful. Remember, students, it is precisely this kind of ignorance that breeds violence. I mean, just look at what happened to the White Fang. Now, which one of you young scholars can tell me what many theorists believe to be the turning point in the third year of the war? Yes,
The battle at Fort Castle?
precisely. And who can tell me the advantage the Faunus had over General Lagoon's forces?
Hey,
Mr. Ark, finally contributing to class. This is excellent, excellent. What is the answer?
the answer... The advantage, the Faunus had over that guy's stuff... binoculars.
Listen, Pyrrha, she's the homie. Like, I think she is genuinely the homie to John. And, like, I'm thinking what she's saying is they had better sight or they had the height advantage. By height advantage, I mean they had the high ground.
Had over that guy's stuff... binoculars.
Better sight.
Very funny, Mr. Ark. Carden, perhaps you would care to share your thoughts on the subject.
Well, I know it's a lot easier to train an animal than a soldier.
You're not the most open-minded of individuals, are you, Carden?
What? You got a problem?
No.
I do.
have the answer. It's night vision. Many faunas are known to have nearly perfect sight in the dark.
General Legume was inexperienced and made the mistake of trying to ambush the faunus in their sleep. His massive army was outmatched, and the general was captured. Perhaps if he'd paid attention in class, he wouldn't have been remembered as such a failure.
Somebody add the... I'll do it. I'll add the little... Ow! Get fucked, Cardinal Winchester. Get fucked, sir.
Mr. Winchester.
Yeah, bitch.
Please take your seat.
Fuck you gonna do?
You and Mr. Ark could both see me after class for additional readings.
Oh.
Now, moving on.
You go on ahead. I'll wait for Jean.
You two have been struggling in my class since day one. Now, I don't know if it's a lack of interest or just your stubborn nature, but whatever it is, it stops now. You've worked hard to gain entrance to the school, and we only accept the best of the best, so I expect you to act like it. History is important, gentlemen. If you can't learn from it, you're destined to repeat it. Pages 51 to 91. I want an essay on my desk by next class. Now, run along.
Alright, an essay? That's kind of fucked. Like, homie, we got homework and shit. But, like, yeah, fuck that guy.
You know, I really will break his legs.
Should. Break those fucking legs.
I have an idea. Here, come with me.
I'm not gonna say what I want to say. I'm not gonna say what I want to say.
Pyrrha, I know I'm going through a hard time right now, but I'm not that depressed. I can always be a farmer or something.
No! That's not what...
Brother, that was your first thought. She takes you to a romantic outlook, and she's like, here, you could kill yourself. Like, come on, dog. There are cues, and then there are just fucking airstrip signals like, yes, come to me.
Pyrrha, I know I'm going through a hard time right now, but I'm not that depressed. I can always be a farmer or something.
No! That's not why I brought you up here. Jean, I know you're having a difficult time in class, and that you're still not the strongest of fighters, so I want to help you.
What?
We can train up here after class where no one can bother us.
You think I need help?
No. No,
yes.
That's not what I meant.
But you just said it.
Jean, everybody needs a little push from time to time. It doesn't make you any different from the rest of us. You made it to Beacon. That speaks volumes of what you're capable of.
You're wrong. I don't belong here.
That's a terrible thing to say. Of course you do.
No, I don't. I wasn't really accepted into Beacon.
What do you mean?
I mean, I didn't go to combat school, I didn't pass any tests, I didn't earn my spot at this academy. I lied. I got my hands on some fake transcripts, and I lied.
What?
It's been known since episode 1 that you shouldn't be here. That's factual, but I can respect the lie. You should never lie. Also, this show, like, I know a lot of people are saying, like, the next couple episodes are, like, very heavy in the sense of, like, there's not really any action. That doesn't matter. Like, this show, thematically speaking, is building a story. It's building something up. And, like, in the last 2 episodes, like, this episode and the episode before this, like, it's giving genuine themes. And I don't know what this show's rating is, but, like, at any single age, it's good to hear everyone needs help. It's good to hear be the best that you can be. Like, those are things that matter at every single age. Stories are timeless. Storytelling is one of the most beautiful things that a person can do, and like the fact that Monty is doing it and the way that he decided to do it and his writing team is doing it this way is a beautiful story. And to hear him say that he doesn't belong, at the end of the day, Ozpin could have seen that from the first moment and made the decision that, you know what, he could be a good leader. Because what makes great leaders is their ability to see potential in other people. And if he sees that potential in like John or Joan, as much as I don't fuck with his character in terms of anything outside of combat or in terms of like most things, he can be great.
I didn't earn my spot at this academy. I lied. I got my hands on some fake transcripts, and I lied.
What? But why?
Because this is what I've always wanted to be. My father, my grandfather, and his father before him were all warriors. They were all heroes. I wanted to be one too. I was just never good enough.
Then let me help you.
I don't want help. I don't want to be the damsel in distress. I want to be the hero.
John,
I'm tired of being the lovable idiot stuck in the tree while his friends fight for their lives. Don't you understand?
You're also a stupid, dense motherfucker. Because she's offering to help you. You are currently bad. She is amazing. She's saying, hey, I want to help you to make you alright. You're not going to be amazing, but you'll be alright. Like, you could fight, you won't get stuck in the tree, but you're too fucking stupid to see it.
Stress, I want to be the hero.
John,
I'm tired of being the lovable idiot stuck in the tree while his friends fight for their lives. Don't you understand?
Yeah.
If I can't do this on my own, then what good am I?
You're a fucking team captain. I hate you.
Just leave me alone.
I still hate you.
Okay?
If that's what you think is best.
I know what his character arc is, and I love where it's gonna go, but I hate him.
Oh, Jean.
CARDEN?
I couldn't help but overhear you two from my dorm room.
I hate you.
So, you snuck into Beacon, huh? I gotta say, Jean, I never expected you to be such a rebel.
Please, CARDEN, please don't tell anyone.
Jean, come on. I'd never ratted a friend like that.
A friend?
Of course. We're friends now, Johnny boy. And the way I see it, as long as you're there for me when I need you, we'll be friends for a long time. That being said, I really don't have time to do those extra readings Dr. RWBY gave us today. Think you could take care of that for me, buddy? That's what I thought. Don't worry, Jean. Your secret's safe with me.
It's visceral. It is hatred in its purest form. I have always hated people like this my entire life. Seeing characters like this, it invokes a primal, animalistic response of, I'm furious. I may not like John because I think John's a pussy. I think that he like, and by pussy I mean pusillanimous. I think he's timid. I think he's weak. I think that what makes people strong is their inner characteristics. But if there's one thing that makes me viscerally angry, it is people like that. People that use and abuse those around them. That is not good leadership, and I don't give a fuck who CARDEN Winchester is. I want him dead. I want him gone. I don't give a fuck if he has a character arc. He is done. Donezo. Dead. Gone. Fuck him. Fuck John too, right? But like when I say fuck John, what I mean is like, fuck John. You know what I mean? Like, fuck John. Like he'll be good eventually. CARDEN Winchester, gone. And I'm very happy that this didn't resolve in one episode, because in real life, bullying like this does not resolve in one episode. It takes a lot of inner strength and it takes a lot of inner turmoil to get through it. And honestly, if anyone has been in that situation, it is so hard to be able to stand up for yourself. And whenever you can find that inner strength, it is one of the most beautiful things. So I want John to fix this problem himself. And if the girls fix it for him, I'm going to be upset. And I'm not going to be upset in the sense of like, oh, I'll never watch this again. I'm going to be upset because that's not always reality. Like, you can have people stand up for you, but eventually they're not going to be around and you have to stand up for yourself. So you can learn from those people to stand up for yourself. I'm sorry that I'm ranting, but this is just what... It's such a good fucking story. At the end of the day, this show and this creator, like Monty Oum has just... He's done it. He hits the nail on the mark for this story. And I'm going to... Let's see who the writers are. I'll thank them personally. Okay. Miles Luna, Monty Oum, and Carrie Shawcross, you are excellent writers, and you absolutely and perfectly... You get it. And it's hard when you get it to make it across, but you've gotten your point across so damn well, and I don't think I've ever hated a character this much. I may have beforehand, and we may see me hate other characters, but this is visceral. This is on fucking sight for me. Deep breaths, Matthew. Okay. We're going to watch one more episode today, and be back in less than a second. It's going to be about 2 seconds, actually. Okay. I have calmed down a little bit, but I am angry. I am a little bit more than angry. I'm pretty pissed. I know I don't like John. I don't think anyone ever deserves that, though. So let's get into this. Let's talk about it. Let's watch it together. And I'm ready. I'm ready to be hurt. Ears itchy.
How come Jean gets home so late?
He's become rather scarce ever since he's been fraternizing with CARDEN.
That's weird. Doesn't he know we have a field trip tomorrow? We need our rest.
Oh, damn, Nora. Fuck. If there's one thing I could count on, it's that this happy-go-lucky girl knows what she's doing, and she got the fucking movement.
He's become rather scarce ever since he's been fraternizing.
Very acrobatic.
That's weird.
I like her shoes, too.
Doesn't he know we have a field trip tomorrow? We need our rest.
I'm sure our leader knows exactly what he's doing.
Oh, she's pissed.
I guess so.
Hey, John. Long time no see. Did you lock yourself out again?
Oh, nope. Got it.
So, where have you been lately?
I do like how they've shown that time has passed, so instead of it being immediately after that, it's been who knows how long, so the situation has become a regular thing that people are starting to take notice of. I hate in shows when things are taken notice of like that, and they're like, well, he's changed immediately. People can't keep things hidden forever, and like this is a good example.
Again.
Oh, nope. Got it.
So, where have you been lately?
I messed up. I did something I shouldn't have, and now Carden's got me on a leash, and Kira won't even talk to me. I'm starting to think coming to this school was a bad idea. I'm a failure.
Nope.
Nope?
Nope. You're a leader now, Jean. You're not allowed to be a failure.
But what if I'm a failure at...
I said it in the video yesterday for Arcane Episode 1, or I said it today, I don't know, but I've never really liked the whole heavy is the heavy is the head that bears the crown quote, because I always feel like kings don't, in terms of leadership, kings don't, like, whatever happens to their subjects doesn't really matter or affect them. I've always felt like a more accurate quote would be like, unwavering is the hand that leads the ship. As in, when you're a leader and you're in your leadership position and you are a captain of a ship, every decision you make, especially on the open sea, matters. You need to not only make decisions, but you need to be able to stand by your decisions at any single moment. And that is the most important thing that any single leader can have. Yes, they need to be smart. Yes, they can't fail. But it's not just about not failing. It's about having the decision-making skills to be able to do the hard thing when the time comes up and the time is right. Sorry, this show is just so fucking good.
Kira won't even talk to me. I'm starting to think coming to this school was a bad idea.
And Ruby
I'm
is
a failure.
Nope.
She has that natural inclination.
Nope. You're a leader now, Jean. You're not allowed to be a failure.
But what if I'm a failure at being a leader?
Nope.
You know, you're not the easiest person to talk to about this kind of stuff.
Nope. Jean, maybe you were a failure when you were a kid. You might have even been a failure the first day we met. But you can't be one now. You know why?
Because...
Because it's not just about you anymore. You've got a team now, Jean. We both do. And if we fail, then we'll just be bringing them down with us. We have to put our teammates first and ourselves second. Your team deserves a great leader, Jean. And I think that can be you. Have a good night, Jean.
I love how she's echoing Ozpin's words in episode, like 2 episodes ago, in the first one we watched, where that's it. You have people that need you, and those people that need you are more important than you are. And that is the most beautiful thing that you could convey. Like, it's just...
And ourselves second. Your team deserves a great leader, Jean. And I think that can be you. Have a good night, Jean.
Hey, it's your buddy Carden. I know you're probably busy with that dust project I gave you, but I'm gonna need you to go out and get me a bag of rapier wasps. And make sure they've got some really big stingers. It's important, so don't screw this up.
Just don't do it. Why are you gonna believe Carden? He didn't record you.
Yes, students, the Forest of Forever Fall is indeed beautiful. But we are not here to sightsee. Professor Peach has asked...
Was Nora just floating?
Yes, students, the Forest of Forever Fall is indeed beautiful. But...
She was floating!
We are not here to sightsee. Professor Peach has asked all of you to collect samples from the trees deep inside this forest. And I'm here to make sure that none of you die while doing so. Each of you is to gather 1 jar's worth of red sap. However, this forest is full of the creatures of Grimm, so be sure to stay by your teammates. We will rendezvous back here.
Oh my god, they're gonna find out that John has been doing all of the work for Warden? Cardinal? Carden. His name's Carden. Carden, and they're gonna kick him out of the school. Please, for the love of God, do that. Fuck him up. Let him get fucked up. I hate him.
At 4 o'clock. Have fun.
Come on, buddy. Let's go.
And you know what I love about this too? I'm sorry that I keep pausing, but like the fact that Pyrrha's not just helping him, knowing that there's something wrong, she told him that he needs to ask for help, and she's doing the hard thing, which is a tough love perspective of, I'm not going to do it for you, you have to learn your lesson, and that is also really cool.
Hey, great work, Johnny boy. Now that wasn't too hard, was it?
I think I'm allergic to this stuff.
Great. So, Jean, I bet you're asking yourself, why did my buddy Carden ask me to collect 6 jars of tree sap when there's only 5 of us?
That is one of the many questions I have asked myself today, yes?
Well, come with me and you'll find out.
Oh. Carden, what's going on?
Payback.
Pyrrha? What are you...
That's the girl. Red-haired, know-it-all, thinks she's so smart. All right, boys. Last night, old John here managed to round up an entire box full of rapier wasps. And now, we're gonna put him to work. Now.
John, if there was ever a time to be a leader and to do the right thing, it is right fucking now, my man. It is time to stand up and fuck him up. You are stronger. You are better. I hate you, but you are better than this man.
According to one of the essays you wrote from you last week, these nasty things love sweets. I'm thinking it's time we teach her a thing or two. And you're gonna do it.
Do what?
Hit her with the sap. Either that, or I'll have a chat with Goodwitch, and you'll be on the first airship out of Beacon.
Throw it at him. Throw it in his fucking face. Fuck him up! No! No! John, you have one chance to not be a pussy.
No.
What did you say?
Yes! Sorry, I lost my composure. Love it. Love it.
No.
What did you say?
This is how you do it, boys.
I said...
And girls.
No!
Oh, you've done it now.
Pyrrha? You okay?
Yeah. Nora!
I love how they can give us such serious drama and then give us a joke like that. Fucking Nora, dog.
Yeah. Nora!
Been there.
You know that wasn't very smart, Johnny boy. I'm gonna make sure they send you back to Mommy in teeny tiny pieces.
I don't care what you do to me, but you are not messing with my team.
What? You think talk like that makes you tough? You think you're a big, strong man now? Ah! Ah! Tough. You think...
Did his aura just activate? Did he just learn how to use aura that well?
You're a big, strong man now?
Deserved!
Ah! Ah! Let's see how much of a man you really are.
Eat him!
That's a big Ursa!
Did you guys hear that?
Ursa! Ursa!
What? Where?
Back there! It's got CARDEN!
John!
Yang, you and Blake, go get Professor Goodwitch.
You two, go with them. There could be more.
Crap!
Shut the fuck up, Carden. You deserve this. You deserve worse than what you're going to get. to quote The Menu, which is a great movie if you haven't seen it, you're going to get more than you deserve and less than what you need. And that's how I want it. You fucking piece of shit. Go fuck yourself.
Crap!
Oh no.
I'm gonna pog if he fucks him up some more. Yes?
Wait.
Does he check his aura? King! Did Pyrrha just move his hand to give him the advantage he needed? Is that what she did with Dust? How did she do? Or did she use her aura? Is that her aura? And she... God, I love Pyrrha.
What? How did you...
Well, Ruby has her speed. You have your glyphs. My semblance is polarity.
Oh, you can control poles.
No, you dunce. It means she has control over magnetism.
Magnets are cool too.
Wait, where are you going?
That's so sick.
We gotta tell them what happened.
We could. Or perhaps we could just keep it our little secret.
Again, what a good fucking friend. Don't you shake his fucking hand. Don't you pull him up.
John? Don't ever mess with my team, my friends, ever again. Got it?
You are a weak, pathetic little man. I'm not talking about John this time. For once, I am not talking about John. Fuck you, Carden. I could rant about this man for fucking 2 minutes. I won't, but I could. And I know I did last time. Fuck you. You don't deserve to be there.
No Carden tonight? I thought you two were best buds.
Pyrrha, I'm sorry. I was a jerk. You were only trying to be nice, and I had all this stupid macho stuff in my head.
John, it's okay.
You're a bitch.
Your team really misses their leader, you know. You should come...
Sorry, I was saying as Pyrrha just before she spoke, just, you're a bitch. We've known that since day one. It's fine.
Macho stuff in my head.
John.
You're a bitch.
It's okay. Your team really misses their leader, you know. You should come down. Ren made pancakes. No syrup, though. You can thank Nora for that.
Wait!
Oh.
I know I don't deserve it after all that happened, but would you still be willing to help me? To help me become a better fighter? Hey!
Your stance is all wrong. You need to be wider and lower to the ground. Let's try that again.
I love their friendship. Like, as much as I find it John to be John, I genuinely love their friendship, and I love everything they've done. I love the way that they went about this, showing what John is capable of, because at least for most of these chapters, or for what I understand, like, he hasn't been showcased in a way that he wants. He's just been that little bitch, and the fact that they've given us that glimpse into what he could be or shown him as a warrior is very fun, and it makes me excited to see his character development. Same way with Weiss, to see her slowly become a good, not follower, but a great asset to RWBY as a leader. Like, your placement in a team is always important, and you should always try to be the best way that you could be. And I'm not, I don't need to be the one here waxing different thematic purposes or different ways that their writing is being showcased. But the fact that they did it the way that they've done it so far is just such a very, it's, I don't want to say tantamount, but it's like, because that's not the right word either. It's just so well done. And yeah, that's been it for this episode, guys. Like, I am loving this series so damn much. And I'll see you guys. I post every single day, so I'm gonna post something tomorrow. I'm probably gonna watch The Do or something like that. But if you guys don't mind, just again, like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me out. And I hope to catch you on the next one. It's been real, and this has been me watching RWBY. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.